So let's look at the volume of composite solids. A composite solid is a combination of a number of solids. So in this example here, we have a cube and we have a pyramid. To find the volume of that composite solid, I'm going to find my volume of my cube and add my volume of my pyramid. Adding the two together gives me the total volume of that composite solid. The volume of a cube is AH because the cube is a prism. That's a formula for the area of a prism. The volume for a pyramid is V equals 1/3 AH. So let's start with our cube. The volume, the base shape of the cube is a square, so the area of a square is length squared, and I times that by h. So the volume is 3 squared times by 3, because all the sides here of my square are 3. So the volume is 27 meters cubed. So that's the volume of my cube. I've now got to work out the volume of my pyramid. Here's the formula. So the volume of my pyramid is 1/3. The area of the base shape of this pyramid is a square. So the area of a square is length squared, and I times that by the height of the pyramid, which we can see is 1.5. So the volume equals 1/3 times by 3 squared times by 1.5. And if I enter that into my calculator, I get 4.5. So the volume of the pyramid is 4.5 meters cubed. So the volume of this composite solid, if I add the volume of the cube, so the total volume is the volume of my cube plus the volume of my pyramid, so the total volume is 31.5 meters cubed. Let's look at our next composite solid. This is worked example 20 from your grade 9 textbook. The one we just did was from your grade 10 textbook. So this composite solid here in worked example 20, we need to find the volume of the cylinder, and then we need to add the volume of this square prism. Okay, so for a volume of a cylinder, the formula for the area of a cylinder is V equals AH. A stands for the area of the base. The base of a cylinder is a circle, so the area of a circle is pi r squared, and we times that by h. So again, a reminder, how have I done that? Instead of A, which is the area of the base, I've written pi r squared because the base shape of this cylinder is a circle. So I then go V equals pi times by 5 squared, why 5? Because the radius is 5, and times by 12 because the height here of this cylinder is 12. If I put that into my calculator, I get the volume to be approximately 942.478 centimeters cubed. So that gives me the volume of this cylinder here. I then need to add and work out the volume of the square prism. So the formula for the area of a prism is V equals AH. We then see what is the base shape of this prism. The base shape of this prism is a square. The formula for the area of a square is length squared. So again, what I've done, instead of A, which is the area of base, I've changed that to length squared because the base is a square and the area of a square is length squared. So I then go V is equal to 16 squared because the length of the base is 16, and then I times it by 6 because the height of this prism is 6. I put that into my calculator, then the volume is 1536 centimeters cubed. So what I've done, this volume here is the volume of our cylinder. The second volume here is the volume of our square prism down here. We add the two together and we get the total volume. So the total volume is approximately 942.478 plus 1536. So the total volume is approximately 2478.478 centimeters cubed. So going back up to the top, we're talking about composite solids, finding the volume of these composite solids, and what we do is we find the area of the first solid. So in this case it was the area of the cube, and then we add on the area, in this case, of the pyramid. In the second example, we find the volume of the cylinder, which is marked in yellow, and also find the volume of the square prism that it's sitting on, add the two together, and that gives us the volume of our composite solid.